Let's take a moment to talk about the reading levels on the Chapter 1 platform. At the beginning of the year, each pupil is assessed by their teacher and assigned a reading level based on word and phonic knowledge, and to a lesser extent, comprehension and reading fluency. The pupils selected will be emerging readers who have mastered initial letter sounds and are now ready to focus on learning to sound out and read simple words. With your support and the additional practice you provide each week, these pupils will show significant reading gains and an improvement in their attitudes and behaviours towards reading, such as confidence, motivation, and enjoyment. Making sure pupils are reading at the correct reading level throughout the year is important to their success. If a child struggles consistently with the text and gets frustrated, they are likely to want to give up. The opposite is also true. If a pupil is reading material easily and understands the meaning of what they've read, it's time to move them on to more challenging reading material to fend off boredom. To provide your student with the best possible experience, we have divided the skills practiced during your sessions into two categories: activities and stories. Our platform's activities focus on phonics, word knowledge, and vocabulary. Stories, by contrast, are a range of fiction and non-fiction texts that support children to decode words, as well as helping them with fluency and comprehension. Please note that activities and stories follow different levelling systems, and you will need to move those levels independently as your student progresses. At the beginning of the year, your pupil will be assigned both an activity level and a story level by their teacher. Each time you log into the platform for a session, you will see the most recent activity and story level. Please note that both you and your pupil's teacher have the ability to move your pupil up or down the activity and story levels based on his or her progress. Let's start by looking at activity levels. Activity levels are the same for both flashcards and word activities or games. These levels follow a numeric levelling structure that goes from 2 to 5. The lowest level, level 2, includes basic words learned in Year 1 or P2. These will be both words that can be decoded with the sounds that children have learnt in their phonics lessons so far, and tricky words like the and. The highest level, level 5, includes more challenging words learned later in Year 1 or P2 and Year 2 or P3. If you have a child who appears to know all the words offered at this level, you may decide that you can move past flashcards and focus all your session on reading stories. As you move your student's activity level up or down, the words found in both flashcards and word activities, like 3 in a row, will change based on the level you select. Story levels follow a different system that is organised by colour. Our coloured levels range from pink to purple. We have worked with expert educators to ensure that texts at each colour level only contain certain groups of sounds and are decodable. Our range represents beginning reading texts through to early Year 2 or P3 reading texts. You'll find that the texts at lower reading levels are very short and simple. We've done this deliberately so we can help you to build the confidence of early readers by ensuring that they are exposed to sounds that they've already been taught in class. Reading at the correct reading level is important for young readers. So, how do you know when to move a pupil to the next level? The goal is for your pupil to read aloud to you confidently and fluently, practicing the sounds that they have learnt in class and making the meaning of the story clear. If the pupil is flying through the text and they understand the meaning of what they've read, then please do move them to the next colour reading level in the programme. If you find the material is too difficult for your student, you can always move them back to the previous reading level and then try advancing them again the following week. Your input in deciding when your child is ready to move to the next reading level is highly valuable, as teachers often use this information as part of their reading assessment of the children. So please feel you can do this without needing to ask the teacher. As explained earlier, teachers may also update pupil story levels, and if they do, you will notice that on the platform when you log in.